So Vishu, just briefly, we've been discussing the 5 modifications of the mind in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, which are all listed. Each modification is listed between Sutra number 6 to 11. Right? And today we are going to discuss the 10th Sutra, which is all about sleep. And this is such a fascinating topic, even in modern day psychology or modern science. There's so much unknown and mystery around the subject of sleep. So if we can just start by understanding the 10th Sutra, what is the name and what does it mean exactly?
Patanjali is saying in Sanskrit, Abhava Pratyalambana Vritti Nidra. So when we go into the meaning by word and by each word, the word Abhava means absence, like something is absent. Absence, Pratyalambana is content of mind.
Right.
Pratyalambana is like subjects and objects of the mind, like all the pictures and like its functionings, images and all.
Yes.
You can say images.
Yes.
Pratyalambana, which is content of mind. Absence of content of mind. Vritti means modification of mind. Nidra means sleep. Sleep is absence of the content of mind.
Right.
Content of the memory.
Yes.
Absence of it. When there is no content of the mind, that is sleep.
Wow.
According to Patanjali.
Right.
So this is actually very important. See, look at how Patanjali is scientific. Each vritti, Patanjali do not use the word vritti when we going to the sutras for true knowledge, for false knowledge, for imagination. But in sleep, Patanjali using a word vritti.
Right.
Vritti also meaning wave.
Yes.
It looks like that when we are into a deep sleep, there is no brain wave, there is no like content of mind, so there should be zero wave, but it never happens.
Yes.
So it was a topic of debate before in old time, hundreds of years ago, like when we are sleeping, why Patanjali is still saying sleep is a vritti.
Right.
Vritti means wave.
Yes.
Right.
And wave meaning movement of the mind.
Movement of the mind. Yes, something
We
inside.
think in our sleep there's no movement in our mind, but there is. Of course there is.
Of course there is. Because now the modern psychology, modern science have found when a person into a deep sleep, not even dreaming, into a deep sleep, still there are some waves are there. They call them delta waves.
Yes. Right.
So they found it. And the same thing, Patanjali is so like so scientific. Patanjali at that time, through maybe his awareness, he put this whole as a wave. Like sleep is also part of wave. We can see sleep have its own modification, its own waves.
Yes.
Maybe less.
Yes.
Like modern science says delta waves, which are very less. Their frequency is 0.5 to 1.5 hertz or something, very less frequency. But still there is some wave. Right?
Same way when we discuss waves in our waking state, we have beta, theta, alpha, which are the active waves, as we've discussed in the previous sutras. And the more active the wave, the less connected we are to our consciousness.
To the existence, to the nature. Yeah, more active the waves, less we are connected with the existence.
Yes, that's what we discussed in the previous sutra. So now in this sutra, we understand the delta waves. There are waves in our sleep condition as well, and that state also has waves.
Waves are less, but without awareness, there is no awareness. Because the content, the consciousness also resting.
Yes.
Whole what is happening when I'm sleeping? Sleeping simply means my cells, my muscular cells, my brain cells are resting. They are on a rest mode.
Yes.
So when they are resting, they are on a rest mode. Still, there are some functioning happening into the body, like heart keep on working, diaphragm keep on working, and these all organs are connected with brain. So still they have some wave.
Yes.
Still I have some brain wave, means my brain is still functioning.
Yes.
Right? So I'm not dead.
Yes.
complete wave will end when the human is dead.
Right.
So what is very important to understand in this sutra, that vritti is means the intensity of wave is very less, almost I can say least, but without awareness.
Yes.
When we are into samadhi, into liberation state, still our The vrittis, intensity of vrittis are less, but there is a huge awareness after that.
Right.
The sleep and meditation are similar.
Wow.
Not completely. There is a one difference is there, difference of awareness. In meditation, we have awareness. In sleep, we don't have awareness.
Yes.
So that's why this vritti is very important. If we understand that sleep is just an absence of content of mind, and it naturally happening every day with us,
Yes.
if we can find a technique or a tool to just put awareness when we are sleeping, so we can attain great samadhi, great liberation, or meditation, we can experience a great meditation.
Wow.
So
Does
yogis,
that mean in practical and in layman terms that we control our sleep basically? So we control our dreams and we control what happens in our sleep. Is that what you mean?
yeah, if I can be aware, if there can be a like part of me which can know that I am sleeping,
Right.
that could become an experience of meditation, because already the content of mind is not there.
Yes.
All I need to just put awareness into sleep. So
Right.
yogis have been working on it a lot. The Buddhist monks, the ancient hatha yogis, even the modern psychology also worked on it.
Yes.
They found lucid dreaming,
Yes. Yes.
which is a new topic these days. Lucid dreaming.
You're right. Lucid dreaming is something we hear actually very often these days. It's a very fascinating topic. Can you explain a little bit what that means in like a modern day sense?
Lucid dreaming is new for modern psychology, but for yogis, for sages, it's very ancient. They have found it thousands years ago.
Right.
Like I tell you, one way of Tibetan monks have been using from last 1000 years ago.
Wow.
They still use it, the technique how to have lucid dreaming. First of all, let's understand what is lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is a state when one is dreaming and knowing that I am dreaming.
Yes.
That one person is aware about the dream.
Yes.
It's like one individual is watching it like a movie or something outside. I'm watching something else.
Yes.
So my identification, I am not the part of the dream. I'm a watcher, a seer of the dream. That
Yes.
is what lucid dreaming.
Yes. Yes.
And it's very great. Once you attain this state, it means you are having at least a great observation quality.
Wow.
You have a great quality of observing yourself if you can attain it. Tibetan monks are using a technique before you go to sleep. You imagine an object. Before you, when you go on bed to sleep, you just imagine an object in front of your face somewhere.
Yes.
And you keep on meditating on that object, on this imaginary object.
Yes.
It could be anything. Maybe it is just a flower. So you are imagining a flower before you go to sleep.
Yes.
When you repeat this action every day, one amazing thing happens. One day you are sleeping and dreaming, and in your dream that flower appear.
Hmm.
The moment this flower appear, your consciousness knows that you have generated this flower by your own will.
Wow.
Through this flower, you can become alert and awake. Little bit awareness comes, and you can watch your dream through
Wow.
this flower,
That's
right?
amazing. Yes. Yeah.
So, so like this, you can start your lucid dreaming. But they call it a practice of dhyana, meditation. They say this can become meditation. They say by continuing this practice for long time, one day comes when whole dream stops, flower remain, which is a next level.
Wow.
So you are sleeping, but not actually, because you're alert, awake with just only with flower. No
Yeah.
content of mind is there, no pratyalambana. And then this flower also disappear at the final stage, and you are sleeping and awake, alert. Your awareness is there, which is the
Wow.
highest level of samadhi. I
I
mean,
see.
but one thing I tell you, when one person is on the path of searching the truth, on the path of yoga, for that particular person, when they are in a good practice, when they are attaining great consciousness, then lucid dreaming happens naturally as well.
Yes. Yes. I think it happens. Maybe we are not aware that it's happening. Even in our dream, we feel like we are watching a movie, right? You feel like a
Sometimes
third party to your dream. Doesn't that happen? Actually, it's happened to
it
me a few
happens
times,
naturally.
quite often actually,
Yeah.
but you don't realize that it's happening that way.
It means, Devina, you have good awareness level. It doesn't happen with everybody. I would say it happens with everybody when they are young.
Yeah.
The content of mind is already less, or if you are fresh and light, you have light head, then it happens with you. You
Yeah.
have good consciousness.
Oh.
Or it happens with everybody if somebody have good memory, so one can remember it. The moment you enter into sleep and the dream start, that time you are at that small time, this is a time where lucid dreaming happening, but it doesn't happen for a long time, for few seconds.
Yes. Right.
And the moment you come out of the dream, or maybe you're come out of the sleep, that time, that small time also, you can see that it is a dream going on. When somebody disturb you, move your body and you're dreaming, so
Yeah.
there is a small time when you can see that I'm dreaming.
Yes.
But lucid dreaming, which we are talking about, it is a practice that throughout the dream, from the beginning to the end, I remain a watcher, a seer.
Right.
You may have heard the word yoga nidra.
Yes.
Yoga nidra, again, a great practice.
Yes.
You're sleeping and having awareness. So by practicing of yoga nidra, one can attain this state.
Right.
I mean, your sleep, your modification of mind, which is sleep, can be utilized as meditation.
Right.
So it can be used just as a relaxation, like everybody is using. And if you are a practitioner, a person who is finding the truth, this vritti can be very helpful for you.
So ask you, like you just said, the use of doing something like this, yoga nidra, or bringing awareness into your sleep. What is the end? Why would you do it? Is it, just to kind of connect with consciousness? Is it to completely relax? Do you get some higher realization about life? What's the intention of such bringing such
Yeah.
consciousness?
Intention is you can experience your reality when there are no images. Your
Oh,
head do not have any images, but your images about yourself, which you have created about yourself, which we are discussing from the beginning.
yes.
So when you don't have the image about yourself, at that time there is a chance to see your real self.
Wow. Okay.
So that's why we do meditation. Meditation simply means I am finding my truth. Who am I?
Yes.
Which we are not aware about.
Yes, often, again, in modern meditation techniques, they help you to reach this state of stillness, perhaps, like maybe you're just focusing on your breath, very basic meditation technique. But surely there's a bigger purpose, right? Like calming your mind is the first step. That's step one. But then step two is to expand that space, right? And to enter into an expanded awareness.
See, Devina, if you just do a practice of stilling a mind, like focusing a mind, by just concentrating on an object could be your breath, it could be an external object, it could be an imaginary object.
Yeah.
So you just train your mind to focus at one point,
Yes.
which is a training of the mind. So your
Yes.
mind becomes more concentrated for some time, which can give you some relaxation. Your
Yes.
mind was moving too much here and there, so it just relax your mind. The movement of mind become less.
Yes.
It doesn't end through this.
Right.
But what we are talking about, to reaching to a state where there is no movement of the thoughts and the images. Completely all movement of are gone. All images are resting. Only just your pure consciousness, your pure self is there.
And when you're in that state of pure consciousness, you are able to connect to, everyone has different names, but the source, right? Source consciousness,
Right.
creation,
Exactly.
creator, the divine, God. You connect then to something higher.
Connected. Yeah.
Yeah.
You connect that, the higher consciousness.
Yes.
See, the language is very difficult to explain the reality.
Yeah.
Language, the words, as we discussed in the previous sutra, they create images,
Yes.
right? The reality is there is no you remain. When I connect with the universe, there is no I remain. I disappears. Universe remains.
Yes.
So we connect to the higher self, or better word I would like to give, we become the higher self.
Yes.
We become the universe. We become the God.
Yes.
It's like this.
Yes.
So yes, there is a difference between just concentrating, focusing, which give like temporarily for a short time balance mind, but it's still a mind. But
Yeah.
what we are talking about, no mind.
Yes.
It's totally different.
Yes.
Which is real meditation, where there is no mind. Nowadays, people are very much confused. They just think that having a balance, healthy mind is meditation. A practice of balancing the mind is meditation. But meditation means no mind, no judgment, no
Yes.
measurement. The
Yes.
word meditation means not to measure.
Yes.
So it's like this pure consciousness. Innocence is there.
Yes. And this is something we can achieve through sleep as well, which is what we are discussing today.
Through sleep, we can do it also by practicing lucid dreaming. Dreams are in our hand. Because if I want to enter in sleep, I cannot directly enter in sleep. First, I need to enter in dream.
Yes.
When I am using a word I, it means my awareness.
Right.
First, my awareness has to enter in dream. And because in our night time or any time when we sleep, we don't sleep throughout the time. If one person is sleeping 8 hours, it doesn't mean that 8 hour person is sleeping. The person is almost 50 to 60% dreaming and 40 to 50% again sleeping.
Right.
Where there is no dream. So it
Right.
goes on like dreaming, sleeping, sleeping. I mean, if you just study a little bit how modern science have found the way, like they did experiment on a person, the graph which comes, it's very amazing. So your dream starts become intense, you finish a dream, you sleep again, new dream starts, you finish a dream, you sleep, or maybe
Right.
the same dream you start and finish. There
Right.
are in between, there are time when there is no content of mind. That is what Patanjali call nidra, the
Wow.
sleep, which is
Wow.
without dream
Do
type.
we dream every night? Do we definitely dream every single time
Definitely,
we sleep? And it happens
definitely
so
we do.
often. So many people say, I don't dream. I don't dream. I never have dreams. What does that mean?
Just can't remember it exactly. Means your memory is not that strong to remember it,
Right.
or the dream was not that. So what we don't remember the things those are not very interested, or something like we don't like or dislike, those are not intense in our general life also. If
Yes.
there is something different happens in the dream, we definitely remember it. If I see a great thing, like positive or negative, anything great in my dream, definitely I remember it in the morning. See, there are layers of dream. Most of the dream that we have at our night, the first layer of dream is related to what we see and experience whole day.
Yes.
Many things we repeat there.
Yes.
Many small things, like I had a small desire to complete and I couldn't get it. Like for an example, uh, I wanted to buy something in the market today and I
Yeah.
couldn't find it. I go from one shop to the another shop to the another shop and I couldn't find it. I go come back home and sleep. So I
Yes.
dream that I'm buying that thing.
Yes. Yes.
So there are small dreams like related to our day.
Okay.
Another thing also happens with dream, which is related to our past experiences. This
Yes.
past could be just like 1 day ago or 10 years ago,
Yes.
or even some people believe that our past life things also comes in our dream.